Far left writer calls on black people to start barking at white people who speak out of turn. Is anybody still unbelieving when we say how racist the far left actually are? Like, these are the people that literally call me a Nazi when they're sitting here literally barking at people or want people to bark at people for speaking out of turn. Like, wow. Like, anyway, let's moving on. A writer for a popular far-left website, The Root, has penned an article called "For Black People to Start Barking at White People Who, quote, speak out of turn." Yes, shut up, white person. You do not get to speak unless we want you to speak. No, this is not a parody. Complaining that the fictional African country of Wakanda could never be created in reality because we're too infected with colonization and its mildred results, might be mispronouncing, and peripheral effects. Just seems like an excuse to me, but anyway. The Roots' Demon Young does think one thing from the Black Panther movie could be implemented immediately. Barking at white people to shut them up. Anyway, leaving the racism aside, one thing, however, that we can definitely and should start doing is what McBuck and his Q-Dog Jabber tribe did when encountering a problematic white dude who was speaking when there was no ask or need or purpose for the thoughts and opinions of a problematic white dude. Bark. Yeah. Let's keep going. Not a purposeless bark, mind you. This isn't a Shih Tzu barking through a window at a squirrel. Instead, this would be an intentional bark, a targeted bark, an overpowering bark, a drowning bark, a Wakandan bark, a bark meant to communicate who told you that you can speak. When it's the first time for your words, we will let you know, and maybe that time will never come. We'll see. Now just shut up and stand there. Maybe get on your phone and Google how not to be a colonizer. Whatever you do, I want to hear you not speak. This is the tolerant left. This is the race-baiting left that claim that they're not racist. Mind you, it was them that wanted slaves that in the Civil War era. But maybe they're changed, right? Maybe they're still not racist. Oh wait, hang on. This article proves they are. Moving along. Young goes on to advocate for the opening of a school of Wakandan white silencing, while providing several examples of when white people should be barked at. A wayward white hand reaches for your hair. Woof, woof, woof. A group of white people huddled on a sidewalk, refusing to step aside when you attempt to walk past them. Roof, roof, roof. A purse is clutched when you walk on an elevator. Roof, roof, roof. If they're going to act scared, you might as well give them a reason to be. This is just going to empower the far right. You do realize that, right? This is just going to push you being evicted from America. This is going to cause white people to say, we want our own ethno-state. You do realize that, right? That you are literally hastening the exodus from America from your race. I'm just saying that you keep going on like this, white people won't want you around, let alone you start doing stuff like this. You will be booted out of America. They will literally say, get out, we do not want you. Because you're so racist, race baiting. Like literally, like the first example, A wayward white hand reaches for your hair. Okay. Why does it have to be a white hand? Can you do the same for a black hand? Or is it just because it's a white person touching you? Second one. A group of white people huddled on a sidewalk refusing to step aside. Yes, because we were kings, bro, and you better move out of the way. Let me through because I'm important. I want you to move to get out of my way. Like a purse is clutched when you walk on an elevator. Did you ever think that maybe it's not the fact that it's a black person in the elevator or walking onto the elevator, that maybe it's the fact that it's a female and a male? You know, just saying. Look, at the end of the day, typical race baiting left. That's all I'm going to say on this. Despite its tongue-in-cheek nature, the article is yet another example of how identity politics obsessed progressives are using the Black Panther to stroke more racism and division amongst Americans. The irony of this is pretty stunning, given that Wakanda, the fictional East African nation in which Black Panther is set, bears all the hallmarks of an alt-right utopia. That was actually something I was mentioning in the actual review for the political version. There's 2 videos going up if I get them up. One is about the politics, the other is about the general movie. I actually mentioned that in that. And I think I've done most of that one. I'll just go to the second one. Wakanda is an ethno-state that has 0 immigration, is protected by walls, declare that refugees bring their problems with them, exploits its own natural resources, is isolationist, and imposes strict trade restrictions. Sounds like something Richard Spencer would advocate for, wouldn't it? Apparently, all this is to be encouraged as long as white people aren't doing it. Anyway. Guys, obviously at the end of the day, what's my view on all this? Someone starts barking at me when I'm trying to talk. You are A, going to get the knock the fuck down, or B, I'm going to call Animal Patrol. Depending on what mood I'm in. And I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, if you think that this is acceptable, sitting there barking at someone, a whole bunch of you are going to be landed on your ass. Because it's A, incredibly rude, B, completely disrespectful, and C, what would be the reaction if a whole bunch of white people sat there and started making gorilla or monkey noises when a black person, quote, spoke out of turn? I imagine the response would be completely different from the alt-left. Yet it seems completely fine when the alt-left do it, when the minority does it to the majority. Well, I'm sorry, no. If you're going to start barking at me because I'm, quote, speaking out of turn, every time you open your mouth, I'm going to make a gorilla sound. Or a monkey sound. Maybe after a while you'll learn that it's, goes both ways. But guys, I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. What would be your reaction to someone doing this to you? Do you support this? Do you think this is disgusting? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Have a great night and enjoy.